Okay, so we've previously learned about structures, and I'll just show you an example of a structure called rectangle that has two members, width and length, and in it we declare a variable of that type, box. So box is going to be a rectangle, and I just have a regular double variable here. It's going to say this program will calculate the area of a rectangle, what is the width, and then it reads it in, right? Because box has two data members, box.width, and then it reads in box.length. Then it multiplies those two things together to give you the area, and then it displays, what it looks like. So, it displays the width, the length, and the area. So let me just run this. And you can see it displays the width that I entered, which was 5, and the length I entered, which is 10, and then the area. Okay, so what we're going to start to talk about now is classes. And classes differ from structs in that classes have data members, just like this, but they also have functions packaged with them. And this kind of leads us from what's called structured programming or procedural programming that we've been doing since the beginning of Computer Science 1, where you actually just write a main program and then you call a series of functions. So we're very used to doing that. But now we're going to be moving into what's called object-oriented programming, where the programming is kind of based more on objects. And for objects, what we need to use in C++ is something which is called a class. So we're going to be moving from structures to classes. Object-oriented programming is really where you think about some real-world object, let's say a student, and you put together everything that you need to know about students. So all the data, like let's say their student number, their student name, their address, their GPA, things like that, along with functions that you might need with the student. So you might need to calculate their GPA, or you might need to determine, change their phone number, or you might need to change their address. All these things that are about students are going to get packaged together. So I just wanted to use this example. We're going to see this rectangle as a class in this module, but I'm just going to explain a few differences. So here you can see we have direct access to the data members, right? Box.width and box.length. We could do whatever we want with them. When we change this guy to a class, you'll notice that you don't have the same access. You can see a message, rectangle width is private. And the difference between a class and a struct is that the members inside here are private. With a structure, they are public. So we will learn about how we can access the members if they're private in this module, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about differences between structures and classes, and a little bit about how we're going to be moving from structured programming into object-oriented programming.